Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the WWE 2K19 Universe Mode Season 4 official draft. Now, how this is going to work, you see Chris Jericho on the screen, ignore that. I was just testing out the wheel, seeing how it's going to work. But right now, we are going to draft some superstars. Now, how this is going to work, I have let's say, a prime male wheel. This is the guy's wheel we have right here. And it does include the IC champion and the United States champion. And whichever place they get drafted will be the show that they go to. Now, there's a few quirks here. Obviously, they can't go to the same show. So, we got to make sure that they go to the right show. Daniel Bryan, the WWE champion, is already on SmackDown Live as a champion. Obviously, we can't switch up titles. And the World Heavyweight Champion, now the official Universal Champion, Cedric Alexander, after Backlash, is on Raw currently. So, the way we have things set up here, we're going to draft. And I'm going to pick who gets the first draft pick, and that will be SmackDown Live. SmackDown has been the main sole show for Universe Mode for the latter part of Season 3 and so far Season 4. Now, with this brand split, we're doing it right away. I was going to try to find a show where it would be best to do it, but we're going to do it right away. We got Extreme Rules coming up. So that's going to be the next pay-per-view. It's going to run like regular TV, however. All the pay-per-views are going to include championship matches from both of their respective brands. There's going to be no sole pay-per-views for SmackDown or sole pay-per-views for Raw. They're going to be joint pay-per-views for both shows to keep it simple as we can. We're already doing all the shows, so I figured why not do a brand split once again. Now, the Universal Championship, I know, might be a sore spot for some of you, and I apologize. I really wanted to keep the big gold belt. I really did. But in order to keep up with the times, it's time to retire the belt. It's outdated. It has the old WWE logo up top. We'll be able to use the side plates for the Universal Championship for Raw, and I think that's important to use all the game mechanics to use them to the best of our ability as much as we can. Obviously, this isn't real life WWE, but we try to make it fairly close, and this is going to make it interesting breaking up the superstars. So, without holding up any more time, we're going to dive into our first draft pick. So without further ado, SmackDown Live gets the first draft pick as we spin the wheel. And history has been made here right now. The IC champion Seth Rollins is going to the blue brand. Now that means Kevin Owens is going to the red brand as United States champion. Alright, so already naming our Intercontinental Champion and our United States Champions right off the bat right here, as Kevin Owens goes to Raw and Seth Rollins goes to SmackDown Live. What already a big draft done right now. 2 championships selected for their respective brands. Now, it is Raw's turn to spin the wheel, technically, because Raw never got a spin. He was automatically put Kevin Owens onto the Raw brand. So, Raw's spin. Let's see who's going to the red brand. The Miz goes to Raw. If you notice, these superstars are getting removed in between spins. That way they're not on the board still, so they won't be spun again. Hopefully I don't forget to do this. All right, SmackDown Live gets another spin. Let's see who's going to the blue brand. Blah, 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 blah. Rey Mysterio goes to SmackDown Live. Big draft pick there for SmackDown Live as Rey Mysterio goes to the blue brand. Who is going to Raw? Drew McIntyre goes to Raw. Drew McIntyre goes to Raw. Let's see who goes to SmackDown Live next. Braun Strowman goes to SmackDown Live. What a big grab there for SmackDown Live. Let's see who goes to Raw next. AJ Styles goes to the red brand. The Phenomenal One goes to Raw. Let's see what SmackDown Live will receive now. Finn Balor goes to SmackDown Live. Big grab there for the blue brand. Let's see who's going to Raw. Chris Jericho goes to Raw. All right, let's see who's the next superstar to go to SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura goes to SmackDown Live. Let's see who's going to Raw next. Brock Lesnar goes to the Raw brand. Let's see who's next to go to SmackDown Live. The Deleter goes to SmackDown Live. Let's see who has the next. Let's see who Raw gets for the next pick here in the draft. Raw gets Samoa Joe. What a big pick there for Raw. Let's see who's next to go to SmackDown. Randy Orton goes to SmackDown Live. Let's see who's Raw's next pick. Dean Ambrose goes to Raw. Let's see who's SmackDown Live's next pick. Bray Wyatt goes to SmackDown Live. Well, we only have 4 superstars left on the wheel. Let's see who Raw gets next. The big dog Roman Reigns goes to the red brand. Three left on the wheel. Let's see who's next to go to SmackDown Live. The glorious one, Bobby Roode goes to SmackDown Live. Now we're down to 2. So how this is going to work. This is Raw's pick. So whoever Raw gets, the other superstar will automatically go to SmackDown Live. So let's see which superstar is going to Raw. Jeff Hardy goes to the red brand. And that means Dolph Ziggler goes to SmackDown Live. So we have done the guys for the majority. There is a few superstars that you'll notice were not on the wheel, and those will be randomly selected to the brand. But we wanted to do the majority of them anyway. The big high caliber superstars. So this is the Women's League. Sorry, I put girls up there. No disrespect intended. I just put girls and guys. I don't know why. But anyway, this is the Women's League here. You'll notice Asuka is on the wheel. So whichever show she gets drafted to first will bring the champion of that brand. She will become the champion. She'll become the champion of whatever brand she is drafted to. So Raw had the last wheel spin. So we're going to start this women's wheel off with SmackDown Live. Who is going to be the first draft pick for the women's wheel for SmackDown Live as we spin right now? Becky Lynch goes to SmackDown Live. It is Raw's turn for a spin. Becky Lynch going to SmackDown Live. She's been removed from the wheel. Let's see who's going to Raw. Charlotte Flair is going to the red brand. What a big pick there for Raw. Charlotte being drafted to the red brand. Who is the next to go to SmackDown Live? Carmella goes to SmackDown Live. All right, we are ready for Raw's next pick. The women's champion is still on the board. Which brand will she go to as we spin the wheel for Raw? Up, just missed it by a little bit. Alexa Bliss goes to Raw. It was so close to Asuka going to the red brand, but Alexa Bliss is now on the red brand. We are narrowing down the wheel here for the women's division. Who is the next woman to go to SmackDown Live? Let's spin the wheel. SmackDown Live gets Naomi. SmackDown Live receives Naomi. Who's the next to go to Raw? Sasha Banks goes to the red brand. Sasha Banks goes to Raw. Who's the next woman to go to SmackDown Live? We're narrowing down that wheel. Could it be the women's champion? No, it's going to be the Riot Squad. That includes Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan go to SmackDown Live. All right, we have 3 left on the board with Raw's pick. The women's champion is still on the wheel with Nia Jax and Bayley. Who is Raw's next pick? Bayley goes to Raw. with Bayley going to Raw and the women's champion still on the wheel. How this will work is the same way as the last wheel. SmackDown Live gets their pick right here, and whoever the wheel lands on will go to SmackDown Live, and the other superstar will automatically go to the other brand. So let's see which woman is going to SmackDown Live. It looks like the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka, goes to the blue brand. And that means Nia Jax joins the red brand on Raw. Alright, so we have one more roulette wheel to do right here, and that is the tag team division. Now, the tag team champions, Sanity, are on this wheel. So Sanity gets drafted to the brand. They will become the champions of that prospective brands. Now, SmackDown technically got the last wheel spin, even though Nia Jax was automatically sent to Raw. So Raw will receive this first wheel spin. Who is the first tag team to go to the red brand as we spin the wheel? And it looks like Sanity becomes the Raw Tag Team Champions as they go to the red brand. Well, that was a quick pick as the champions were picked right off the bat. Now we see who goes to SmackDown Live for the first tag team. Let's see right now. The wheel spins. Who's it going to land on? Titus Worldwide goes to SmackDown Live. Now that consists of Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, and Dana Brooke. All going to SmackDown Live. Titus Worldwide going to SmackDown Live. Let's see who Raw's next tag team is going to be. Raw receives the New Day. With the New Day going to Raw, who will be SmackDown Live's next tag team? Big spin here. The Revival goes to SmackDown Live. Big pick there for SmackDown Live with the Revival. Who is the next tag team to go to Raw? The Bar go to the red team. The Bar, the longest reigning tag team champs, go to the red brand. SmackDown needs a big pick here for the tag team division. Who will they receive as we spin the wheel? SmackDown Live gets Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson are a big pick for the blue team. Let's see who's the next tag team to go to Raw. The Ascension join the red brand. With the Ascension going to Raw, who's the next team to go to the blue brand? As we spin the wheel, who's it going to land on? The Bludgeon Brothers go to SmackDown Live. With the Bludgeon Brothers never to debut yet on Universe Mode, they could have a big opening here on the blue brand. But who will be the next team to go to Raw? As we spin the wheel, Whichever team it lands on will go to Raw, and the other team will automatically, once again, go to the other brand. So which one of these teams is going to the red brand? Heath Slater and Rhino join the red brand. And that means the Usos go to SmackDown Live. What an exciting draft this has been, and I am so excited for almost a new beginning here. We have new champions to crown in a women's champion and a tag team champions. So, what big things coming for Universe Mode right now? So, the way the schedule is going to work is like regular TV. However, instead of SmackDown being the day after Raw, SmackDown is going to move to Friday nights, Raw will move to Monday nights, and NXT will stay at Wednesday nights, kind of in the middle of the week. So kind of run like regular TV. And once again, the Universal Championship will be the title for the Raw brand. So Cedric Alexander will now be the Universal Champion for now, until we maybe declare another one. You never know. You never know what's going to happen here on Universe Mode, because we switch things up quite a bit. But I figured with 3 shows anyway, we might as well do a brand split once again. Break up the brands, have kind of a brand rivalry going on, maybe. So, thank you guys for watching this draft. I hope you guys are excited as I am, and we'll be looking forward to the future. The other superstars that were not drafted, you will find out who those are on the prospective shows eventually. We'll kind of bring them in as we use them. All right, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time right here on CCN Gaming.